Hello my dear students of class 7th, welcome back. Today we are going to start a new topic in your grammar section, that is articles and determiners. So firstly, in this part of the video, we are going to discuss the determiners and its kinds. And the first kind of determiner is an article. So article, there are three kinds of articles as you know, and we are going to start to discuss each and every kind of article and their uses. So let's start today's discussion. Now children, we are going to start up with the determiners today, and I have written all kinds of determiners here. As you may see, the definition is also written. I shall read the definition for you. And this is also not a new topic for you people. You have been doing these articles and the kinds of determiners from your earlier classes. So today we shall give a quick recall to all these kinds of determiners. So firstly, we shall start with the definition of determiners. And what are determiners exactly? Well, determiners are words that determine or fix the meaning of the noun that follows. In other words, they modify nouns, and these can be divided as under. Now the kinds of determiners are also written. I shall go one by one. The first kind of determiners are articles. And as you know, because it is not a new topic for you, articles are of three kinds, and they are a, an, and the. Next kind of determiners are demonstratives determiners. For example, this, that, these, and those. Now, use of these demonstrative determiners we have already done in the chapter of adjectives, as we have discussed demonstrative adjectives. So the use are same, but again we shall discuss them in this chapter. Next is possessives. For example, my, our, your, her, his, its, their, cows, rams. Fourth kind of determiners are adjectives, and they are indefinite adjectives. What are indefinite adjectives? Which doesn't point out any particular thing. Okay, so the examples are some, any, much, more, many, little, few, a few, and less. These indefinite adjectives also we have discussed in the chapter the adjectives. So again there will be a quick revision for you when we shall discuss them in detail. The next determiner is others kind of determiners, like all, each, every, both, either, neither, other, another, most, several, first, second, one, two, etc. You must have remembered that these kinds of determiners, these kinds of adjectives we have also learned and we have gone through in the chapter the adjectives, ordinal and cardinal adjectives. Okay. Now firstly we shall move on to the first kind of determiners, that is articles. Now articles, as you know, are of three kinds: a, an, and the. So a, an, and the are called articles. A and an are indefinite articles because they do not point out to any particular or definite person or thing. So that is why they are called indefinite articles. Moving further, the next kind of article is the. Now the is called the definite article because it points out the some particular place, person, or thing. So it points out to one particular place, person or thing. That is why it is known as definite article. Now there are few rules for the use of articles. Articles a and an are used before a common noun in the singular number only, whereas the is used before both the singular and plural nouns. So children, this is the thing that you need to keep in mind while using a, an and the articles. Now we are going to discuss the kind of sentences where we can use the article a. So the first case where we can use the article a is before a word beginning with a consonant sound. For example, a man, a book, a pen, a yard, etc. Now in all these examples you may see that the first letter is producing the consonant sound. The first letter is in consonant. So that is why we are using a article before these nouns. Another thing that you can point out here is that all the examples are the singular noun and they are common noun. They are singular number and they are common noun. So that is why we are using the article a. Now a can also be used with the vowels with consonant sounds like W and Y. For example, a one-eye donkey, a one-eye note. No, now when you write one, when you spell one, it is starting with the vowel O, but it produces the consonant sound, that is V. Okay. Same here, a useful book. U is a vowel, but it is sounding like a consonant. So that is why we have used a article here. A European, a university, etc. A is also used in numeral sense, meaning one. For example, 7 days make a week. Another example, you may say, he earned $1 million in the race. Give me $100. A is also used to represent a class. For example, a donkey is a beast of burden. So here donkey is one, but it is representing the whole class of donkeys. A child cries when he is hungry. A is also used in a vague sense of something certain. For example, one night a thief broke into his house. In old days there was a king in India. Another use of the article a is to generalize the proper noun. For example, he is a Newton. That means there is someone who is as able as Newton. Kalidas is a Shakespeare. A is also used to express quantity. For example, a lot of, a dozen, a pair of. Next uses, it is used before units of price, speed, ratio, etc. For example, petrol is ₹65 a liter. A liter here stands for 1 liter. A is also used in certain exclamatory expressions like what a magnificent shot, what a marvelous structure it is. So dear children, this is all about the uses of A. Now in the next video we shall discuss the uses of and.